Hey YouTube, it is Monday, not Sunday. Welcome to a new vlog. It's a new week. We're going to talk about some movies that I watched yesterday being Sunday, and today with the wife. Let's talk about the first movie. Let's get into it, because these vlogs are always way too long. My apologies for the colic. It's winter here now, apparently, so I have to... Oh, look at that! It's winter here now, so I have to wear my winter hats. Let's talk about the movies I watched on Sunday. I watched 3 films with the wife. All on 4K, which was amazing. Got to have the surround sound on all day. So let's talk about this dumpster fire. BT dubs, these videos are not family friendly. Okay, YouTube, are you happy now? The fuck was this? The fuck was this? What? There's so many things I don't like about this movie. Like, apparently they can just create toys now. Like, they glue some shit onto a spork, call them Forky. Like, what, you can just make toys now? Are you a manufacturer? Are you Hasbro? No, you're other toys. Like, come on, son. Like, I didn't care about Bonnie. I don't know how I'm supposed to be emotionally attached to this little brat. Like, who cares if she loses her toys? I didn't like the 2 stuffed people. Thought they got way too much screen time. Duke Kaboom was okay. But, like, this movie was kind of dog shit. Like, they should have stopped at 2. I didn't like this at all. Like, fuck most of this movie. Trying to remember it because it was such shit. Oh, way too much Bo Peep. Like, she wasn't even interesting in the first 2 movies, and now she just gets a fucking lead role. Like, who fucking cares? They split up the 2 main characters for all of the story, and I didn't like that. Yeah, man, should have stopped at 2. I mean, 3, okay, you tried, you failed, move on. Why the fuck you gotta do this? Why you gotta do this to yourself? Why'd I have to buy it in 4K? No, I'm kidding. Those are genuine grievances of mine, but this is a fine film. It was cute. I didn't like that they split them up, but it's not that bad. It's not worth cussing over. Bonnie was a cute character. It's just a cute film. 3 stars. Easily my least favorite, but no, I was just dicking around. That's what I told my wife too when I finished it. I was like, what the fuck was that? She's like, I thought it was cute. Me too. Not bad. Hopefully people stuck through, didn't shut it off. Oh my god, he hated Toy Story 4. No, it's fine. But I really do think they should stop with 2. I think 3 and 4 are completely unnecessary, and I didn't like that they split these 2 up at all. These 2 are fine. I just don't like this actor. I think he's awful. But his acting, his voice, he was fine. The movie was fine. Forky was hilarious, but he was thinking he was trash. I can't wait to watch Forky Asks a Question on Disney+. Fucking Tuesday on Disney+. So yeah, 3 stars. Not my favorite. It is my least favorite, but it's still Toy Story. It's still fun. It's still cute. It's still Pixar. Next up was a first-time watch for my wife, and the first time I got to rewatch it on 4K. Spider-Man: Far From Home. I liked this movie a lot in theaters. I love this slip because the OG artwork is poo-poo. Really liked this the second time. Some of the jokes, just they didn't seem to land the second time. Not land. They weren't as funny the second time. But that's how jokes are. So nothing really bad I could say about this. Even the wife liked it. She had no interest in seeing it in theaters, but that's because she had my son like a month to the day before this came out. So she's like, just go with your friends, watch it. And she's like, I know you're gonna buy it on 4K. We're gonna watch it eventually. And yesterday we did. So Far From Home. Really like this film. This one I give 4 stars. My second favorite Spider-Man movie of all time, behind the OG Spider-Man 2. Next up, a film I gave 5 stars, which I give more often than other people on Letterboxd. But this movie is a 5-star. Should be a 5-star in everyone's book. I even put it on my Instagram story. Like, this is a masterpiece. I think I said master fucking piece. The Dark Knight on 4K. I love this movie. I've watched this so many times. This is the first time I watched it on 4K. And I still love this movie. Like, it's so good, man. Heath Ledger's performance was phenomenal. I think this is a 3-disc. It is. Look at that. I have this in a trilogy box set. That's why there's no slip. It's driving me nuts seeing it without a slip because the slip is amazing. The cover artwork is amazing. This looks awesome in 4K. I couldn't say anything like more about this film that hasn't been already said. You know, everyone knows about this film. It's good. It's worth the 4K upgrade. The trilogy box set's cool. I have a review of that separate on the channel if you want to see that. So, that was my Sunday with the wife watching. Let's see, we got Disney, 2 Disneys, and The Dark Knight, which is not Disney, not even close. So pretty fun there. Today we came home. So Sunday night we couldn't decide between The Dark Knight or Fighting with My Family. Now Fighting with My Family has a runtime of like an hour and a half, right over, and we had longer on Sunday, so that's why we watched The Dark Knight. Fighting with My Family I got digitally from Rick, so thank you, Rick. I've been wanting to see this. It was on my watch list. I wanted to see this. I finally sat down, and I talk about it on my Letterboxd review, but like I could pick apart this movie factually, little nuances and stuff, just movie magic about like the actual WWE stuff. Like there's simple things like when they're watching as a kid and he has this cardboard replica of the belt. It's not even the real belt. The belt came out in 2005. The kid was not a kid in 2005. Like simple shit. But I looked past it. It's a really good film. There is some movie magic, so I didn't give it, crazy high. But I think still like 3.5. I loved it. I liked Vince Vaughn was better than no, be careful. Vince Vaughn was better in it than The Rock was. The Rock's in like 2 scenes. You knew that was going to happen. He didn't do much in the storyline. I don't even know if that's even a legit story. It could all be movie magic, and they just needed somebody to spice the film up. I'm not sure. But Vince Vaughn's great in it. The chick who plays Paige is great. Her whole family's great. Lena Headey. Headey? Is it Lena Headey? Yeah, right? She's cool in it. She's great. The father is hilarious. I love his character in this. Like when he hangs up on the rock. Funny stuff, man. 3.5. If it didn't have some subtle nuances that I don't think should be changed, I thought the story was good enough without the changes, I would have probably gave it like 4. But 3.5. It's something that'll make the shelf if I ever get my hands on the Blu-ray for cheap. So yeah, that's my Sunday and Monday. Tomorrow is Disney Plus Day. It is November 12th. I'm so excited. My wife's excited. I'm going to download that app the second I wake up. And hopefully I don't crash. Or, hopefully my login works. I paid for 3 years. So we'll see how it goes. And I'm sure we'll end up watching a Disney Plus movie. I know we're going to watch The Mandalorian. We're not going to not watch The Mandalorian. It's awesome. It looks awesome. It's awesome that it comes out on the day of. There's an episode Tuesday, and then an episode Friday, and then Fridays from then on. So, awesome. Thanks. I would say thanks for watching, but there's so much more to watch. So much more content that you need to watch. Hopefully this isn't a half hour. It probably will be. So, yeah, on to the next day. Alright, didn't mute the TV, my bad. Alright, Tuesday, just between, damn it. Just between Disney Plus stuff, which is awesome. Get Disney Plus. Finally got the mail because yesterday was Veterans Day, and I got a huge package in the man cave that I'm not ready to show off yet. But I also got the Santa Claus trilogy on Blu-ray. I paid $5.50 for this. I got this off the Facebook digital code swap group. The guy took this, he opened it, he sold all the digital codes, and then he sold this to make the rest of his money back. Now, the difference between what they do and what I do, I keep digital codes, so I'm not trying to make money off of it. I'm just a poacher. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I take the codes for my collection, whereas they sell everything to make money. So they sell all 3 codes. I think it's actually 1 code. No, I think it's 3 codes. They sell all 3 codes. There you go. They sell all 3 codes, and then the physical, they don't keep any part of it. So, but luckily this guy, stupid cheap, and now I can now I can get rid of my Santa Claus 1 and 2, and we're not going to talk about 3. Never. That one was for the wife. But I like takes up 1 shelf, or 1 space on a shelf, so pretty cool, man. Now let's get back to some Disney Plus. Hoping the kiddos leave soon, so I can watch The Mandalorian. What up, y'all? It's Thursday, which means Goodwill. Just kidding. I just happened to come back here again. Struck out. I already went in. I looked at everything. Nothing. So, yep. That was my Thursday. I don't want to pan the camera over. They had some interesting things. Some sealed seasons. They've recently done their markdown media from $3.09 to $1.09. And I think the only thing I would have grabbed, and that's not had it already on hold from Pam's, the Blue Collar Comedy Tour, the first movie they have in there on DVD. Everything else was like stuff I didn't need, stuff I didn't want, type stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna go grab some food and head back to the wife now. I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing this. As far as coming to the Goodwill, I thought today maybe they restocked, and they did. They had some super old South Park sets and 2 old Family Guy sets and this really water-damaged Aqua Teen Hunger Force that weren't there last week. So I might continue to come here, just peep it out. I mean, it took me 5 minutes. It's a little out of my way, and by a little, I mean like 2 minutes? Not much out of my way. So, and it gives me something to do on Thursday, after work. Because, TGIF now. Now it's smooth sailing until Monday. So, yeah, just thought I'd record my failure, I guess. How's it going, YouTube? Saturday morning here, watching college football. I'm actually watching Michigan versus Michigan State. I live in Michigan, and if you know anything about college football, you know this is a huge rivalry. I'm not a fan of either teams. I've actually tried out for, used to be recruited by, etc. Michigan State, went to a couple of their football camps. I didn't end up going to play football in college. Anyway, my wife's a huge Michigan State fan, so we are watching this game real quick, but I thought I'd film some reviews throughout the week. I left off with Fighting with My Family. I've since watched 2 films. Hopefully the lighting's not too weird. Oh, is that my cat? You can see his little butt. Little naked butt. Thanks again to BBG for this fucking blanket. I love it. Rick and Morty. Tomorrow night. Anyway, my beard looks great in this fucking lighting. Look at me. Oh, there it went. Oh, look at that. Anyway, we're gonna talk some films. The first one I don't have physically because it is an exclusive to the Disney Plus service. We watched Noelle on Wednesday night. I did watch The Mandalorian on Tuesday night. Like I said, I wanted to. I went ahead and checked that out. I really liked episode 1, and this morning we watched episode 2. So I've watched both episodes of The Mandalorian. I'm really liking it. I can't wait for. I don't know if it's a spoiler. There's an actress in the show that I love, and she's going to be in it any moment now. So I'm really excited. She hasn't been in the first 2 episodes, but I'm excited. So yeah, first one was Noelle. It's a straight G rated film. Starring Anna Kendrick and Bill Hader, who are both amazing. I like them both a lot. Bill Hader is quickly becoming one of my favorite actors. I love the show Barry. I've really grown to appreciate him and stuff like The To-Do List and Superbad. And the more I see him in things, the more I love that guy. Anna Kendrick is such a cutie. I love all of her stuff. Pitch Perfect, she's hilarious. And one of my best friends, it's like his celebrity crush. So we tend to watch and talk about all her movies. Movies, not boobies. You didn't hear that. But Noelle, it's G-rated, so I was like, oh gosh, there's going to be like nothing I'm here for. Essentially, Bill Hader is Nick Kringle? Yeah, Nick Kringle. He's Santa's son. Santa is his dad. Santa has passed. Now Bill's going to take it on. Nick. And I think her name's Noelle Kringle. Anyway, he doesn't want to. He gets stressed out. He bounces, and then she has to try to find him. And it's like Elf. She has no idea what's going on about civil life and about life out here, that we live every day, except it's Arizona. So, pretty cute movie. Not my favorite Christmas movie of all time, but not my least favorite either. I'm sure we'll add this to the rotation, every year for Christmas. I'm not going to watch it again this year. But it was cute, man. I mean, you got me a couple times. I laughed out loud. Some pretty funny stuff. So, yeah, Noelle. And then the following day, Thursday, I asked the wife, I have a stack of movies we need to watch, especially before we start watching Christmas movies. I said, let's start a movie. She said, okay. And she picked this one, Star Trek. I know it's DVD. It's not mine. I borrowed it from a buddy. I promise. I don't have a problem. He does. Star Trek on DVD. Boom. Let me see how I want to talk about this film. I thought the first hour of this film was super boring. Up until, holds this film. I can talk about spoilers, right? It's fucking 10 years old. Up until Leonard Nimoy shows up, I was just like, this is what people talk about. It was boring, man. Like, who gives a shit? I didn't really relate or care about any of the characters. There's a great scene with I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm not going to butcher it. Gamora. That's what I'll call her. It's a great scene with her. Her character is really the only character I found interesting. She's cute. That's not why. I just, her character was interesting. Zachary Quinto was pretty interesting too. I thought Chris Pine's character the first hour was like, maybe it's supposed to be. It was super douchey, and I was like, fuck this guy, man. Like, I don't know. I was off put by the first hour. After that, I started taking interest and was paying attention, and specifically the last fourth of this movie was good. It saved the rating. I still only gave this 3 stars. Hopefully the next 2 are better. But I'm gonna watch all 3. Like I've committed. I've borrowed them all 3 from my friend. So we shall see. Not impressed. But I still gave it 3 stars. The effects were cool. I don't know. Oh my god! In Carl Urban in this movie, the guy from The Boys, and he's Scourge in Thor Ragnarok, and he's in a bunch of shit. The worst American accent I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, there's a line he says, and I'm pretty sure it's a famous Star Trek line. The line is fine, or it's like, damn it, I'm a doctor, not a physicist. Pretty sure that's the line. Or it could be switched. No, I don't care. I'm not a Star Trek fan. And the guy's brutal. His English accent sucks, man. Like, maybe he worked on it between 2 and 3. I don't know, man. Star Trek. Let me know what you thought about this one. Maybe I'm just not I'm watching this cold. I have no other experience with Star Trek. But I don't think my buddy did either. Like, he's not a Trekkie. He just likes these 3 films, the J.J. Abrams films. So we'll see. Maybe it's worth a rewatch once I've seen the second 2. I think it goes Into Darkness and then Beyond. So we'll see. Other than that, it's Saturday. I'm going to finish watching these. It's a football game. My team's on at 3:30. There's fights tonight. My buddy, the same one I borrowed these from, is in town from college, so we're probably going to hang out tonight, get dinner or something. Nothing crazy. I have a kid. I can't go crazy anymore. But, yeah, I don't know if we'll watch any more movies this week. Maybe I will, because I think the wife's leaving after this game. I watch something that Mill Creek sent me or something. I know I need to watch Duplicity. I need to watch The Thing. I need to watch 2 Christmas movies, but I can watch those with her. And the kids, they're G-rated, so that's it for now on this Saturday. I'll be back tonight with the final thoughts for the vlog for the week. We'll see. I don't want to quite spoil it, but it might be at the last part of this video. It might be in this video, it might be later. I know it's going to be in this video, gosh dang it. I've got 3 items. It's a huge, 3 different packages, 3 items. We're going to show off still, so stay tuned. It's going to get real interesting. Hey, how's it going, YouTube? It is Saturday night. Didn't end up watching any films. I just ended up watching the fights slash football games all day, and then I went and hung out with some friends. So I talked about it a little bit in this video. I've got some cool unboxings slash items to show you. Now, I don't know if everyone's going to be into these. As a matter of fact, I know everyone's not going to be into these, just based on the demo and views I've gotten on this channel. But they're awesome for me. They're a bit nostalgic. This is a good way to shoot. You can kind of see everything. Look at all those movies. Just kidding. Those are WWE DVDs. Those are Marvel Omnibus. That's my inventory. I'm trying to sell wrestling Blu-rays and Harry Potter books. Anyway, let's get into business. So, and there are 3 of these, so I will show them. First, I just want to go and say that I get on these like kicks where I wouldn't say, it's hard to explain. You just get on a kick where you're like, oh, I'm on a Will Ferrell movie kick, and then you buy all the Will Ferrell or watch all the movies, something where you do several of them at once. So I recently got on a kick, and want to show you the proceeds. Alright, so again, there are 3 of these. We'll go in order. All about the same size. So, first up, the 2011 edition. This is the Ultimate Fight Collection from the UFC. The Ultimate Fight Collection 2011 edition, which collects July 2010. There's no way you can see that. Through June 2011. Basically an entire year of fights. 170 fights, 50 hours, 20 discs for this thing. It slides out like this, and it's essentially a booklet. And the packaging is not great. You know, they're in these sleeves. But it has every event, every pay-per-view event, every live event, every Ultimate Fighter finale. Like, I'm not going to show the whole thing. I'll do separate videos on these because there's not very many of them up on YouTube. Now, the reason this is cool and special to me is because my fandom in the UFC started around UFC 100 for the most part is when I started paying attention. But really around 111, 116, which was Lesnar's fight against Carwin. And that's when this picks up. The first event in this is UFC 116 Lesnar Carwin. So these are crazy nostalgic. I remember these when they put them out. MSRP on these were like $150 or something like that. I paid $15 for this. Now, again, it's not for anything more than nostalgia. Where I'm like, oh, I remember that fight because I was at a Buffalo Wild Wings, or I remember this because we ordered it, you know, as a family. That's what this is for. Obviously on YouTube or ESPN Plus, which I have, or Fight Pass, you can see everything. So that's the 2011 edition. And spoiler alert on the next two, I'm sure you can guess. The UFC Ultimate Fight Collection 2012. That way. Nope, that way. There you go. This one being white. And it has July, picks up right after the other one left off, July 11 through June 2012. 200 fights, 50 hours, 20 discs again. This one isn't in great shape, but this 12 and 13 came in a lot for, I think, less than 30. So, again, 15 a piece is what I paid for these. So these ones are white with kind of faint fighting in the back. Like I said, I'll show them off. So 2012, what did I say? This ends in 2012, right? Yeah, so I was still in high school when this ended off. So, and then finally, as you can guess, the last one they put out, the Ultimate Fight Collection 2013 with Dos Santos and Velasquez there in the cover. Little ding. Again, they're not going to be great condition. They're not supposed to be. I paid $15 for. Ooh. I have to rub that off. There you go. So, July 2012 through June 13, which that was when I left for college, and basically when I came back for the summer. So this ends right at UFC 161. So you get 3 years, 3 total years here. The discs are in great shape. I mean, there's faint scratching, like cunt hair scratching, just from, you know, sleeves. But it's not going to affect playback. So, cool beans. I'm super excited about these. When I remembered, I saw an eBay auction for one of these, and I was like, damn, that's cheap. And then it started to, like, the floodgates, man, of like, oh, I remember watching this fight. I remember the wife and I, when we had a date night, we went to one of the fights. I don't think they're in these. That was a little later. But, yeah, if you watched one of my vlogs, I think it's the one where I eat the McRib, I had just grabbed one random UFC event for, like $1, and that's what got it started. Look at that. Look at that action right there. And actually, I'm not done. I lied. We have, since I was on a UFC kick, that's what I meant. I was on a UFC kick where I wanted to get all 3 of these. These were, when I was watching and when I was a huge fan, they were $150 a piece. I just got all 3 for under $45 with shipping. So even if I never watch them and they just sit like that, I'm cool with that, you know, as a collector. And it's not everyone's deal, and I don't expect it to be, and I'm sorry if it's not, but it's mine. So, we got the Best of 2008 sealed from eBay for $1. I figured Best of 2008, and I have Best of 09. Wait, it's that last one right there. And that'll lead me all the way through these fight collections, so. And then this one, this set is amazing. I've talked about this set a lot. On the regular channel, I have a separate unboxing / viewing of it, and this was dirt cheap, so I buy it now. The Ultimate Fight, the Ultimate 100 Greatest Fights, the Blu-ray set. I had to grab that. This set's amazing. I've seen it all the way through, maybe 3 or 4 times. Just a sweet countdown. I'm happy to own it on Blu-ray. So I did get 2 blues. They're both UFC. But, yeah, so that was that. And, so there you go. Like, look at that. 60 discs, you know, 3 years worth of a nostalgia. Let me see if I can do this. A screenshot. I don't know which one I'm going to use. I don't know. My stupid face. And I hit stop. Sorry. Just crazy. Look at that. I'm so excited for these. Maybe I'll do one like this. There you go. You can't tell what those are. Oh, fuck yeah. I'm using that dog balls. So, cool beans, man. So cool. I'm so excited. Even if I never watch them. That's not true. I've several of the nights where my wife heads in early because the kiddo needs to go to bed, whatever, when it's her turn. I'm going to pop in one, you know. I remember, and this just says more about me and the prom date I had at the time. I dropped off early because I wasn't quite into that. I'm definitely into that. I dropped her off early and I got McDonald's and I watched one of these that I had taped on a VHS. I might have it down here. A VHS tape because I was like, I gotta go to this prom and I don't get to watch the fights. That's how I was. Yeah, I didn't end up with her. My wife's cool and she likes fights, so there you go. So 3 Ultimate Collections, 2 UFC Blues. Finally they came in pieces, like one at a time, and the one took forever. One shipped from Michigan over by Detroit, and it was coming here, which 2 hours away. It took 6 days. Like, I hate the post office sometimes. So that's it for this vlog. That's it for this week. I'm recording this late Saturday, so I don't know when it'll be up. We got some stuff to do tomorrow with my wife's family. And yeah, I'm sure I'll have some downtime before Rick and Morty. So, hell yeah, Rick and Morty tomorrow night. Hopefully we'll watch a movie or something on a Sunday. So, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like. That was my cat. Look at that. Little bastard. Like, share, and subscribe, please. I would greatly appreciate it. Let me know. Excuse me. Let me know in the comments what you thought, especially about the titular items. You know, if you were a fan, if you waited the whole video and you were like, "Fuck you," you know, let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you later.